On the last play with Granger's shot, was there anything else defensively you would have rather seen or what could have been done?
You mean defensively? I don't know. I guess I'd like to see him miss it. He didn't do it. He did pretty good. You can't double in the middle of the floor like that, so just try to play man, get man up, and hope he misses.
What was missing when the team dug themselves into the 15-point deficit that was there when they came all the way back?
We panicked. Just saw everything that, we just, like the other night, we just tried a little bit too hard, and then you start to lose it, but we did get it back, and guys played hard down the stretch, and there was some good periods. So if we just stay calm and keep thinking what we have to do, and our defense obviously has to get better, but there were some good stretches.
Can you say that game got away from you early?
Well, it did, but then we had it again, so we can't really, that obviously down 15 is not something you want to do. It happened. We showed some resilience coming back. Tony Douglas kind of brought us back, and we made some costly turnovers down the end and had a chance to win the game. Didn't do it.
Why do you guys tend to, especially late, run around a lot defensively, where there's a lot of chasing? It seemed, and then it always seems to wind up where somebody is open.
There's no reason for it other than just probably trying a little bit too hard. That's all I can say. We'll look at the tape and find out. But, we try to keep the same principles the whole game. We don't change anything. And there was a couple of times we doubled and the guy didn't rotate. It's a couple of things like that. But that's definitely not in our plans to do that.
Those last 3 minutes, how frustrating was it when you guys were having trouble getting a stop?
Yeah, well, that's going to be our Achilles heel. That's what we have to get better at. I thought there were stretches where we did pretty good. But we definitely have to get better at it and come up with stops and rebounds.
Excuse me, but did Jared make the right play on the inbounds?
Yeah, that was 3 attempts a second. All you can do is throw it to the hole and try to get somebody tip it in. You can't catch and shoot, so we tried to do that.
Neither of you guys were calling timeout there for a while. If he had called timeout after you guys had tied or taken the lead on some of those possessions, would you have put Jared in on Hibbert?
Yeah, that would have been better, but. Again, we're going to have to learn to guard and play and do what we got. We're going to dance with certain guys, and we got to figure out how to guard people.
Are you okay? Melo scores 7 seconds left. There's a lot of time left, or you just have...
You just got to go when you can go, and it's not the wrong thing to do for sure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, to Knicks Postgame Extra right here on MSG.com. Bill Pito along with Kelly Tripucka. Great game tonight in Indiana as the Pacers win at 119-117 over the Knicks. Danny Granger, Kelly, 0.3 to go. Turned out to be the game-winning bucket.
Yeah, it was a huge game for the Indiana Pacers coming off their win here in Madison Square Garden on Sunday. And the Knicks persevered throughout most of the ball game, got down big, but both teams back and forth in the fourth quarter. A lot of big plays by a lot of different players on both sides. In the end, it was the guy that had the ball last, and that was Danny Granger knocking down the game-winning jump shot.
Chauncey Billups, second game back from the bruised thigh, had 12 points in the first half, but only 2 in the second half to finish with 14. Here's some of what Chauncey had to say after the contest.
No, we're all right. I thought the effort was better tonight, honestly, for us. Better than the last 2 losses that we had. So it's a process. It's a process. We just got to get over that hump. We get over that hump, and then we start, we try to start steamrolling. But it's not that easy. It's a process. You guys just try to get over the hump.
That very last play, 0.3 seconds left, Carmelo wanted the ball. Is something like that, do you think it's possible with 0.3 left?
It's tough. You got to, tap it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way he's going to be able to get a good shot. But, of course, he's a great player and he's a clutch player, and so he feels he had a chance to make that shot, and it would have had to been a miraculous tap shot from way out there.
When you came back from...
Defense have been better the last 3 minutes. They seem to score almost every time down, except for maybe once or twice.
I thought we probably should have, like I said, hindsight is always 20/20, and you try to probably change up the pick and roll coverage in the last few minutes and not let them see the same thing, get a steady diet. We were kind of showing, we were going over, Tony was going over the pick and rolls on Collison, and Stat was just kind of zoning it up, but that gives him a pocket to kind of shoot the pull-up, which is a strength of his. And, he hit a couple big ones, man. He hit a couple big ones.
Chauncey, the focus always seems to be on offense, but tonight you do get 117 points. Don't you feel that that's more than enough to win with if you guys are?
It's definitely more than enough. It's definitely more than enough to win with. You know, if we can score that many points all the time and, you know, be focused on giving teams right at 100, I mean, you know, we win going away most nights. But, you know, it just didn't happen like that. They had a lot of guys rolling. I mean, Hansborough's 2 games in a row, he gets a career high. You know what I'm saying? It's just those guys, they just play great, man.
What did change when you came back from 15 down?
Huh?
What did change to come back from 15 down?
Well, I don't think too much change. I thought that, you know, we picked up the pace a little bit, started hitting shots. More than anything, during that little stretch, we got stops. You know, they traveled a couple times, they turned the ball over a couple times, they missed it. We got long rebounds, run-outs, and we got to get to a point where we can get longer stretches like that.
On the backdoor pass to Amare, I saw you ask him afterwards what happened. What did happen?
Well, I mean, it was a tough play, but as I come off, Hibbert's right there, and Hibbert's rolling back to the lane, and he's so big, you know what I'm saying? The only pocket that I can get Amare the ball is got to be low, because I know he can't get down and get that. And I think it might have been a little bit too low for Amare, you know what I'm saying? And that's just one of those things that us not playing together for a long time, he doesn't know that I like that pass, that's the pass that's going to be there with big guys rolling back, you know what I'm saying? Can't really throw it over top. It's too much of a, you know, it's too much of a, it's jeopardizing the play too much, you know what I'm saying? So that's just one of those things that it's just getting comfortable, getting familiar with one another.
So Billups a lot better tonight than he was Sunday night in his return from the quad. And he and Douglas, excellent 1-2 punch tonight in the backcourt. Douglas was really good, and Billups, although he didn't score a lot in the second half, overall played a pretty decent game.
Yeah, one of the reasons why Mike D'Antoni went to that backcourt, he played them both together because Tony was making such a huge impact during the course of that fourth quarter, making some big plays, some big shots, had a steal in there. And, of course, Chauncey, he's the type of guy that makes big shots. That's why he's known as Mr. Big Shot. So good combination, good job. Unfortunately, didn't get him a win.
Amare tonight had 21 points, 18 in the second half, foul trouble in the first half, and 10 rebounds. Here's what Amare had to say after the game.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't get any stops on the stretch. You know, we fought hard to get back in the game, had a chance to win, but we didn't get many stops down the stretch.
More they're doing some rotation issues, some coverage issues. You guys made down the stretch?
For us, defensively?
Yes, defensively, yes.
They made some tough shots. They got, you know, some easy baskets. I'm playing with 5 fouls out there, so I couldn't be as aggressive on the defensive end. And so they took advantage of it.
What's the right play, in your opinion, in point 3, to throw it at the basket or try to go for a shot?
Well, we tried the point 4 against Boston. I don't think there's much time to catch and shoot, but you never know. Depending on how he was going to shoot it, he might have given a great shot at it. So, but Coach Mike did tell him to throw it toward the basket and let's try to tip it in. So he made the coach's play.
What were you guys trying to do when Granger got the ball in the inbounds?
Well, I was out, and I think the situation was the switch. It was a great switch. Solid defense down there, but he just made a tough shot. Once a team get going like that down the stretch, it's pretty hard to stop them when they have that much confidence.
All right, so Stoudemire and the Knicks go down by 2. The next game,
disappointment.
New York, we'll host Memphis here. They beat them last week. The buzzer beater from Melo in Memphis tonight, or I should say Thursday night. They will play again here in New York.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game because Memphis, we know how well they're playing out west. They're fighting for a playoff spot, at least to keep their playoff positioning. Got some young talent. Zach Randolph, a former Knick, coming back to town. And certainly, Memphis wants to continue to play well. They have a little revenge on their mind because they got beat by the Knicks in their home building. They're going to have to rise to the occasion the Knicks are on Thursday night.
All right, that'll do it for us as the Knicks now have lost 3 in a row. Thanks for watching Knicks Postgame Extra right here on.
I saw how my man was backed all the way in the paint. And, just left me open up top of the key. So I don't really know if, if Jared thought that if he would have passed it to me, the time would have expired anyway. But we didn't get it in. We threw it to the rim, didn't get enough.
When you scored to tie the game, I mean, did you feel maybe there's a little too much time left, or did you feel good that you were going overtime?
No, I mean I wanted to go quick. I wanted to try to get something real quick. You know, they came down. You know, Granger hit a tough shot. Sean was on him tough. We switched everything, and he made a tough shot tonight.
You think a 3 or go for whatever's open and get the 2 on the?
Well, I'm thinking go for whatever's open. I mean, I really don't know what everybody else was thinking, but I'm thinking, you know, if I see somebody that's backing up for me like that, then, you know, get it to me, and let's see what happens from there.
I'm talking about the one with 7 seconds left where you went on the baseline drive for the 2, not on the final inbounds play.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to give them a chance to set up. You know, I know if I'd have caught it and held it, you know, the defense would have loaded up, and, you know, who knows what would have happened. So I just wanted to catch it and go. I seen how Danny came out there. He was kind of flat-footed, and, you know, I had the opportunity to get to the rack.
Carmelo, have you hit a shot like that at the end of the game with 0.3 to go?
I don't think I never took a shot with 0.3. I really don't know.
You guys scored, I mean, offensively, you guys scored 117 points tonight. Plenty to win with. I mean, what do you think has to improve defensively?
Well, it was a couple, you know, a couple lapses on the defensive end. Some loose balls that we didn't get, you know, down the stretch. Some offensive rebounds. I think it was 1 or 2 offensive rebounds that they got down the stretch. You know, nothing that we can't correct. It just hurt even more that, you know, we lost the game the way we did tonight, you know, with that tough shot that Danny hit. So.
About that last second shot, Carmelo, did you talk to Jared about it afterwards? Did he see that you were open?
Yeah, he said it. I talked to him. He came up to me, man, and, you know, he said he didn't think I had enough time to actually get a shot off in 0.3 seconds. So it is what it is, man. You know, I think he made the right play. You know, I don't think you can get a shot off in 0.3.
Has Hansbrough surprised you? 58 points in 2 games.
No, I mean, hell no. We all know what he was capable of doing. He haven't been missing that shot, and I don't think we made adjustments to him at that top of the key, especially after the game he had in the Garden. You know, I would think that we'd make some adjustments after that, but you know, he's been playing great. You know, he's played great these last 2 games. He took advantage of how we were defending him, and he, you know, was knocking down that shot.
What's missing in those last stretches of the game where you guys have to make those stops and you can't?
Well, I mean, we getting the stops. They missing shots. We just not getting the rebound. We're not finishing the possession off. And, you know, I don't know what is that. I really don't know.
You know the history of the Trent Tucker rule?
No, what is it? You tell me.
The Trent Tucker rule says you can catch and shoot with 0.3 left, but nothing less than that. It has to be a tip after that.
Well, I guess
a Knicks game.
Yeah, I guess I was wrong there. I guess I was wrong, but I definitely would have tried. I definitely wanted to try. You know, I was yelling at him as the referee is holding the ball. I'm yelling at him, just letting him know to look at how far my man is back in the paint. But you know, it's over with. It happened.